Hi, this is Shiva Rajaya from vitalcoaching.com and welcome again to Egypt, Luxor. This is such a wonderful place. I'm so grateful to have, found this place, have been guided to it. I'm right in the middle of very fantastic temples. Behind me, the Valley of the Kings, the Valley of the Queens on the other side. It's super gorgeous. The topic for this video is mental activation and how you can actually use it. When you go around here in these temples, the walls of the temples are covered with hieroglyphs, and there is a lot of history, a lot of knowledge. If you search on Wikipedia for any of the pharaohs, you have tons of information. I mean, it's like the whole books have been written about what has been happening here, and so it's very easy to go into a mental understanding of what ancient Egypt was about. And for instance, my own approach is very often extremely simplistic. It means that I'm going to identify a couple of techniques that I can use. I start activating them, and then these techniques start energizing my body or my mind, my spirit in very specific ways. And so it's a path of activation that has to do with, meditation and body techniques. So when you engage into this path of exploration, soul searching, and understanding of the planet and humankind, activating yourself, reaching your full potential as a human being, very often the track or the path of activating your brain and activating your mental body is one that you can follow as well. There is this thing about yoga and meditation where very often you hear that you have to stop your thoughts, right? And you have to come to a still point, and that's one of the possibilities, of course, but there are ways of actually activating your brain where it's going to trigger 5 minutes, where it's going to trigger your brain in very specific, very specific ways. So, for instance, imagine that you're doing research in a university and, accumulating knowledge about, whatever it might be, the study of nature, biology, or it might be more, history, or it might be economics. So you will notice that sometimes when you are activating your brain, you actually enter into this kind of state of trance when there is a very specific understanding. So this means that that you can actually use the power of your thoughts and understanding to actually reach a state which is actually a mystical state. I'm not sure if you have ever experienced that, but I can tell you that it's a very powerful experience, of course. If you have, you know what I'm talking about, right? This sense of total, perfect alignment inside of you. And this is what I wanted to share with you because there is no need to reject or create this sense of duality. Actually, I use very often meditation techniques which are going to be aimed at speeding my thought process rather than slowing it down. And it is very powerful. I had some of the most profound experiences through using techniques like these ones. There is much more to say about that, but just keep that in mind. In the process of yoga, you have jnana yoga, which is precisely the yoga of knowledge, and it's a total path of spiritual exploration. You will see sometimes people getting into this arguing mode, trying to fight with each other over ideas, and the reason why they do that is because it is an activation process. You can have fantastic energy kicks through the power of argumentation, and even for the Tibetans, Tibetan monks, you will see them entering into this mental fights, where they are going to argue with each other over different aspects of Tibetan philosophy and understanding, and you will see them, really practicing that in an active way, which is one of the core spiritual practices that they have also as monks. So all this, mental activation of the brain and understanding is actually one of the core aspects of your spiritual evolution as well, as much as anything else, because then it gives you a mental body. It's like your mental body needs to be fed as well, and And when you do, it creates a vehicle that you can use for, constructively accessing whatever you want to access. So keep that in mind. Bliss to you from Luxor. Take care. Bye bye.